Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. What's up? How y'all doing? Professor Bill, alumni. Always in a funny kind of mood. Was kind of hoping that I can watch my son go in the bedroom and not screw around. Get in bed, get in bed, get in bed, get in bed, knock you out. Go, 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 get. All right. Unbelievable. He just had to take until after 8. So check it out. We've got Marauders, issue number 9. Excalibur, issue number 8. Um, yeah, I'm going to get into the silly one first. Like, we're back. We're back. Ah, no, Professor Bill, man, you've taken such a new and an impressive approach to everything here, man. Like you're looking at this stuff and you're being more mature about it. You're recognizing that she has a very different style, Miss Teeny Howard, than the way you used to reading, and you're recognizing that and you're moving. Yeah, and all of a sudden it's like, dude, this book was horrible. This was horrible. Like there was a story in here somewhere. I'm not entirely sure. Marcus Toe is back, getting second billing under. You know what? Let's just. Oh my god. Oh my god. This was terrible. Okay, Teeny Howard is the writer. The pencilers are Milton Santos and Marcus Toe. The inkers, we've got Sean Parsons, Marcus Toe, Roberto Poggi, and Victor Nava. And on colors, we've got Eric Arcianega and VC's Josepino on letters. The design is Tom Mueller, and Muhammad Asrar and Matthew Wilson do this beautiful cover. Jonathan Hickman is still the head of X. I'm starting to question his abilities, though, heading up things. Like, this issue is called The Unspeakable and the Eatable, and the Uneatable, too, part 2. Like, brah. Bruh. We got this thing being written and by Teeny Howard with the blessings of Mr. Jonathan Hickman. And what do we have? We've got this new uh, Ten of Swords thing coming up. She's supposed to be writing this with Hickman. And like bruh, like I am genuinely crying at how bad this comic book is written. So you got the thing with the werewolves, and it's like they're hanging out, and they're like, we're gonna eat a rabbit, and oh look, we got some people coming, we gotta do some stuff and some stuff, and like there's the big fight that we saw in the previous one with Cullen Bloodstone, uh, and they're cursing at each other, and they're talking with each other, and it's I swear to God, this is like Bendis speak in some regards. Man, this is terrible. This is so terrible. Dude, I'm trying so hard. So here we got some racism, okay? It's barely even shown as racism. Honestly, like listen, with all due respect and I love everybody in the world and the love that practitioners of Wicca or witchcraft in general feel towards the world usually. I'm right there along with him. Like there needs to be a lot more love in the world. All right, almost like Marianne Williamson level love. All right, we'll defeat you with love, Mr. President, with love. You're, oh. Anyhow, so like here we got Teeny Howard is trying to write about racism. She doesn't know what racism is apparently. Like there's barely even subtle undertones here. He's basically saying and it doesn't even feel coded. She's trying to write it as though it's coded. He's trying to say, listen, I won't use my parasitic powers. You won't use your mutant powers. And Jubilee's like, wait a second. So you don't want me to do this? Poof. It's like, because even if I don't do this, poof, I'm still a mutant. So what up? And he's like, could you please just stop doing that? Okay. In order to win fair and square, we're going to do the thing over here. It's like, oh, well, you need a ring in order to not use your parasitic powers. Yeah, a lot of us have read Avengers Arena. We know, we know. But we're mutants whether we use our powers or not. I That's really cute. It's like they're goading him. They're talking about they need to work with him. Like we need to talk. But the talking they're going to do is trolling. I'm sorry. Look, at the end of the day, bro, this is horribly written. If these X characters are nothing but trolls, what is the point of having them here? Oh, but wait, their leader, Betsy Braddock, remember I explained how she's really stupid? She's written to be really, really stupid in this book. There are no less than 2 occasions in here where she says something and somebody else on the X team says, yeah, but wouldn't it make more sense to do this? And she's like, oh, yeah. And you might think that I'm joking around, I'm overemphasizing it, I'm like going too much into this, like, Professor Bill's just being angry about this. No, no, no. I'm being dead serious when she goes, oh, yeah, I guess you're right. I'm go- the one scene in particular to which I refer to, it's really just made to kind of make up for a gay kiss. All right, there's a gay kiss over here, saying Richter and Cullen are gay. And it's like, there's some gay stuff. There are guys kissing. We gotta, strengthen it up again by showing some, lingerie, some see-through lingerie for Betsy there, which doesn't add to anything. It literally adds nothing. So really quick. Oh, uh, Betsy, Betsy. He's like banging. You see, he's bang, 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 banging on the door, right? Betsy, what are you wearing? Wait, so is this important? Is this an emergency? He's talking about we got to get out of here. We got to go because like the dude's coming, and he just stops. Like, what are you wearing? It's not even like he's turned on by her because, mind you, Richter's gay. Are you serious? We're really. Look, maybe she's seriously just trying to write this in the vein of the original Excalibur, and maybe she's doing a good job. Again, I don't remember. I've read maybe like 10 issues of Excalibur straight through. After that, it's like piecemeal here and there and finding stuff on Reddit to understand better the idea of the Earth 616. All right. But my God, this is so ridiculously nuanced style silly. It's painful to read this nonsense, man. She says, I wanted something comfortable to sleep in. And Cullen said I could raid the drawers. What's going on? Really? Very next page. Very next page. He's like, listen, I overheard Cullen saying that he's going to call in the Clan Akaba, and they're going to come in, and it's going to be like, oh my God, it's going to be bad. He's like, I'm waking up the others. She's like, hold on, just wait. Cullen's just watching us. Let's just behave, right? He said no powers, so we won't. We just wait till morning, raid the armory tomorrow, and do it according to the rules. He like she's just this is mind you after everybody was goading him, all right, talking some trash, like messing with him. ah ah so Richter says, he like grabs her by the shoulders. Bets, first of all, we're hunting war wolves. They are dangerous. We can't risk fighting them without our powers. Second of all, if you think you'll get out of this without getting provoked into breaking the rules just so they can say they had a reason to catch you, you're naive, Betsy. Exactly what I said. Look at her. Look at what she said. Look at her face. Look at her stupid face. Look how stupid she is in her face. Oh, I suppose you're right. Let's get those skulls and get out of here. This is practically Bendis speak. This is a garbage style. Oh my God. I feel like such a comic skater right now. I swear to God, I really do. This is the kind of nonsense that makes me think, oh, comic skaters have, like seriously valid point. I mean, they do have some, but like when you read stuff like this, this is terrible, terrible writing. Oh, wait, let's have even more fun with it. Only 2 pages later, because you're not feeling my pain yet. You're not there with me yet. Okay. You like to think, Professor Bill is just overreacting. Okay, cool. Let's go to this next part. Look, they actually killed a werewolf, right? They killed a werewolf, and there's like all these guys there, and Betsy, who has a sword, by the way, like she's walking around with the sword. She has a sword. She has a sword. And after they kill this thing, Jubilee says, please don't make me do it. Betsy says, truly, you're going to make me behead it for you? Jubilee says, what would I even use? It's not like I bring a sword around with me. And Betsy, who brings a sword around with her, says, well, maybe you should start. Chunk. And then chops off her head. I'm sorry. Was there any reason on the face of this earth to do that? Is Betsy Braddock truly being written to be this stupid? I remember Betsy being a really intelligent woman. I'm talking being like, boom, she's super smart. Here she's been written so stupid that she expects the girl with firecracker powers. She's got mutant firecracker powers to somehow take off the head of this werewolf. What's she supposed to do? Gnaw through it with her teeth? Scratch it with her fingernails? You got a goddamn sword, you freaking idiot. I am so done with this book. You couldn't pay me to read the next issue. I am so done with Excalibur. I don't care if cool things happen in the next issue. I'll never know because, oh, wait. Look at this. We literally resort to tropity tropes, not regular tropes, tropity tropes of greater writers writing stuff. I am so ridiculously frustrated. I'm sure Teenie Howard is a great person, but she sucks at writing comic books. Fight me. Get upset. I dare you. She sucks at writing comic books. We've got Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda's so cute with the cheeky nuggets and stuff like that. I love Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda's a cool idea. Hey, so is Baby Groot. That was a really good idea too. Hey, Baby Landshark. Great novel idea. Freaking awesome. There's all these really cool things going on here. So she decides, hey, since I suck at writing, let me just steal somebody else's idea. I'm going to make a baby werewolf. You're done. You're done. I don't ever want to see your goddamn comic book in my freaking home anymore. We're done with Excalibur. Welcome to the final review of Excalibur. We're done. And I'm telling you right now, if the damn Ten of Swords stuff is like that too, I won't be reading the Ten of Swords. No. Hear me now. Quote me later. I am so done with this piss poor writing. So done with this. Welcome to a rant. And no, Corey, I don't get veins in my head when I get angry. That's me trying to be funny, and I can't get freaking happy right now. I can't even get happy right now. It is written so damned terribly, and we literally go to the idea of, well, hey, other media is doing this stuff. How about I do the same thing? Really? You're just going to acknowledge that you suck at this. That's basically what I'm hearing here. My God, man. Oh my God, this is terrible. And if this was the only thing she was writing, cool. But literally, like, I feel like my temperature's rising because it's going to be freaking Jonathan Hickman, and he's going to be trying to write this book with Teenie Howard. 15 issues of the Ten of Swords. 15 issues we've got to go through with that. Just with that, I don't feel like continually throwing insults. I'm not into the pejorative narrative. That's not who I am. But oh my God, this is so damn frustrating. How about at the end? Shut up, Derek. I'm so freaking mad right now, man. You have no idea. We have a 15 issue event that is going to bleed into all of the X titles, mind you, like Inferno did, like so many, starting with Inferno, and then so many other stories. Written by who is continuously heralded as the worst, weakest book in the Dawn of X franchise. I'm sorry, Marvel, you're literally going right down the freaking DC cesspool tube at this point, because everybody has been coming down hard on DC. After, like, I'm gonna bring back the comic skaters because honestly, I feel like a damn comic skater right now. With basically, I'm doing a personal attack, and I'm gonna feel bad about it later. Right now, I'm just so bothered by this. She can't write this book. She can't write comic books. I can't see her being good at comic books. Maybe next year. Maybe she'll be great. Maybe 2021 is the year of Howard. I don't know. But right now, dude, this is terrible. Every single thing that you could come up with that is terrible for a book, boom. And dude, there are bad comic books. There are books that just aren't doing so hot, right? And there are books that it's like, are you even trying? You see other mediums doing successful stuff, so you decide, hey, let's just do the same damn thing. Oh man, I hate you so much, Derek. Oh man. What is being said here from this new user? I mean, yeah, no reason to put that in here, but to get a lot of people to end this run. X of Swords, no thank you. I think I'm, ugh, what's this? Cocaine. Okay, that's a really weird name. Um, it's frustrating to see how some of the stories are classics and some are complete. Yeah, poo poo. And yes, 100%, Daruma, 100%. That is absolutely part of what I'm dealing with right now. Is I've been really in like a depressed mode right now because I'm just not freaking happy with the way that the world is working right now. Oh my God. Yeah, sorry, 6 years, 6 year Army veteran. I'm not going to follow anybody's lead. That's not what I was taught in the military. You don't follow someone's lead. And as a Captain America fan, no. Plant your tree plant yourself firmly in the ground and stand like a tree and say no, you move. I Anyway, I'm not here to talk about that right now. Let's talk about a book that actually had me really happy. Like this book, this was the first book that I read that actually made me, like feel in a better mood while reading books and seeing stuff on Twitter, watching Twitter stuff and watching the news and live feeds on Tuesday. So because yeah, I get my books on Tuesdays. Okay, so this is issue number 9 of the Marauders. This is one of the absolute best of the X books. We've got section on this side this time. Jerry Dugan on writing, Matteo Lolli on art, Edgar Delgado on colors, VC's Joe Caramagna on letters. The design is by Tom Mueller. Russell Dauterman and Matthew Wilson doing the cover art, Marcos Martin doing the variant cover, and head of X is still Jonathan Hickman. Anyway, so this issue is called Blood Poisoning. Basically, the Marauder, that's the name of the ship for anybody, not following along as well, like new to the series. The Marauder shows up, and the only one they're really paying attention to, it shows up in Krakoa, and the only one they're really focusing on here is the new version, mind you, of Pyro. And he's just like, hey. I love that they put the skull tattoo on his face because, like, you can't mess him up from the other one. What do you call it? So he's just like walking around. He's like, hey, what's up? Yeah, hey, I'm only here for a drink, guys. Now everybody wants to celebrate and party hardy and stuff like that. But nah, one drink and then I got to go. I got to get back on the ship and we got to go. Yeah. This guy's like a total chucklehead. And when push comes to shove, it has to be remembered that he has a miniature sub, like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. What do you call it? He's got a miniature, I think that's part 3, but he has Inner Space, the movie Inner Space. He's got a little tiny miniature microscopic sub inside of his submarine, inside of his body. And piloting it is, I think it's Darren Cross. But anyway, yeah. So like the Marvel made a version of anyway. So Yellow Jacket is actually inside of him and watching everything and spying to get breach the borders of Krakoa. And so, anyways, he's just walking around, and while he's there on Krakoa, we see that they've got a Firebird, and Miss Marvel's boobs just grew a lot. I'm saying she's got like bazungas, like they are huge, man. I looked at this, I remember when I was a teenage kid, like 14-year-old kid reading comic books, and there was no internet at the time. And I'm saying like comic books were a really great way because it was a lot easier just getting your comic books instead of trying to steal a Playboy magazine, or God forbid if you got your hands on a Penthouse or a Hustler. I'm saying this was it. This was it. All right. So I'm looking at this. I'm like, how you doing? And she's all like, hey, shame that you got to go. I was hoping you'd give me for a ride. Like, what? I'm like, dude, I know that the X characters are having orgies up in this shizzle, this hizzle, but dude, now what is going on here? So he gets in, he goes for the ride, man, and all of a sudden you realize that it's all actually a play. Now, why does Emma Frost have an actual play going on? Well, because I guess it's easier for her to pay attention to everything that's happening. She arranged for all of this stuff to happen so that she could just focus on this and then, put these images inside of what do you call it? Cross's mind, inside, the guy inside the sub, inside of um, Pyro's mind. So he's seeing all this stuff as though it's actually happening, but he's just playing base. She's basically playing her typical Emma Frost game where she's making you see stuff that ain't really there. And I love it. I love it. So even if she gets a little bit, tiny bit distracted, the play is still going on. So she's still going with it. She can easily keep that going in her head. I love that they did that. Love that. Anyway, Bishop shows up. He's in his new red Bishop garment. That's cool. Okay, no complaints. And he's all like, what do you call it? Hanging out. He's flying to get someplace. Excuse me. They're trying to catch up and look. Oh, they have to go and meet up with Emma Frost, who suddenly is outside in the freezing cold. Why is she so cold? Nobody else is cold, but she's cold. Doesn't explain anything, right? Whatever. Doesn't matter because none of this is real. None of this is real. Even Pyro being there like that, it's not real. So they're like, okay, we're gonna get ready to do this, and all of a sudden, what do you call it? Cross is inside. Darren, whatever, Yellow Jacket. He's in here. He's like, oh man, I'm sitting here hanging out with Miss Marvel over there. We're probably gonna get some POV action. It's gonna be sexy time. And he's like, wait, what the hell's going on? There's a rumble, and then he hears Pyro saying outside of the body. He hears Pyro, calm down. We're dealing with it. He says, don't tell me to calm down, Bishop. Do you have any tiny dudes swimming around in you? So he's like, he knows. What do you call it? I'm burned. And Emma's like, he knows. And then he's just like, and he hits the enlarge button. Boom. And all of a sudden, he opens up. Pyro goes splat. You want to see Pyro? He's there on her head, there on her chest, there all over. He's there on both legs. Like, dude, he's just splattered everywhere. All right. But mind you, this isn't real. And I love this. I love that they did it like this. So it looks like what do you call it? He goes fully large. He starts, boom, he starts blasting with his big things on the back. I should have brought the figure out. Accidentally blasts her in the face. Oh no! The top of her head gets blown off. So he's just like, oh no, and he shrinks and starts flying out to go back into the sea. Bishop's like, boom, boom, boom. He's missing. And then he's like, I got away. Yes, 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 I got away. Okay, cool. You remember they got this thing, kill no humans, right? Kill no humans. So here we're going to go into the top secret eyes only access. This is an interesting part because it kills a theory that I had. This is remember in the Marauders books, that's the top secret CIA files thing going on. You know what I'm saying? So they're looking at this and it's like it gets over here to the part where he says, my colleague at the company, Jeff Bannister, gave me the heads up that evidently Krakoan medicine flowers, blah, 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 all this other stuff. Crap. Jeff Bannister is the guy that appears in the Wolverine comic book right now. There's only one issue, but he's that guy in the CIA agent that's in the what do you call the Hawaiian shirt and all that stuff. The total, like, he's a bum, but his family was hurt because of the flowers, the pollen, and all that stuff. So yeah, this guy is not Jeff Bannister then. So this is a different guy who works with Jeff Bannister ish. I really do hope that one day we wind up seeing this dude because I think that'd be awesome. But I am loving this. Like, you think you know something, and all of a sudden, like, yeah, no, it's literally that little thing where if you blink, you miss it. If you skip over something, you miss it entirely, and you start thinking, oh, it's obviously that guy. No, it's not. It's not. What do you call it? So these guys are all hanging out, and it turns out that yeah, Bishop still has his pistol trained on Pyro over here, and he's just sitting there like, okay, we're good because the guy is still inside of Pyro. They just made him think that he'd escaped and killed Pyro and got away and all that stuff. Magneto's inside like, okay, we got this. So he's gonna cause him to what do you call it? He coughs up the ship, the sub, pulls him over here. It's like, can we just kill him? It's like, no, no, no. Kill no man. Remember, we got to maintain the law. So all they're really going to do is erase his memory and send him back. He's going to be thinking that he's 3 hours out to sea already. He's going to be like, okay, we're good. We didn't have to have Pyro wind up getting himself killed or anybody else being killed. We're just going to send him back. and he thinks that he's got all this information, but we're going to cause him to have complete amnesia, well, at least of all of these events from this point on. Now, so which is cute, but they still have all that stuff on tape, right? They still have all that stuff on tape back at Verendi. Verendi. So isn't that like the Boy Scout symbol? I forget. I think that was the Boy Scout symbol too. Anyway, always prepared, baby. So they what do you call it? They're just doing the thing there. And Emma Frost is like, we're gonna send a message, and Pyro, hold my hand because I'm gonna let you get a little revenge on these guys. So Ferendi is all talking like, oh hey, what's up? There's the stupid chick whose husband became a mutant worshiper. She lied about him being sucked into the gate. She actually locked him into the safe room. Anyway, um all of a sudden Emma's voice, her thoughts permeate the room, and everybody's like, oh crap, we screwed up. So she's just like walking around, but mind you, it's just an illusion. And then Pyro shows up and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna get you guys. You want to do that again? This is what happens. Ah, and he makes them all imagine that they're burning. This is like a Destiny thing. Remember Destiny 1? Not Destiny's Child, totally different. Remember when Destiny did that to Moira McTaggart in her second life? Yes. So he basically burns all of them, but it was all still just an illusion. It was just an illusion in their heads to mess with them and said, next time this stuff's going to be real. So I don't know how they're going to react to that, but that was aces. Oh man, that was aces. So what do you call it? Here's the part that's messed up. You get to see the five again because Bishop's like, listen, I need to talk to you about something. And she's like, hold on. Let's go get the Red Queen first. Now, first, I'm looking at this as she already knows what's going on. So wait, did they already bring back Kitty? No, they didn't. In fact, they're sitting there and it's like this is the second attempt that they've done, and for some reason, the egg just didn't seem to work. See, I know there's a lot of people out there who aren't reading the stuff and they're only relying on me giving the information or somebody else giving the information. The problem is I don't think that they're watching all the videos either, or somebody else out there isn't giving all the information. The five, which is technically the six, because Professor X has to be one of those people. If not, then somebody else has to be able to use Cerebro, and there has to be a new Cerebro. Just saying. What have you now? They can't do what they do without Krakoa. So they can't just go and make all this stuff over in freaking Boston someplace. You know what I'm saying? Be like, hey, Fabio, make me an egg. All right. Boom, we got this thing. Now let's start, like setting it up and whatnot. Proteus, go ahead. It's Wolverine, so go ahead and throw that adamantium in there for me, baby. Yeah. No, you can't just do that. It has to be on Krakoa. It has to have the blessing, at the very least, of Krakoa. So, and this is the proof. Kitty can't go through the gates, and now they're showing that for some reason Krakoa just can't seem to get her right. Krakoa can't seem to get Kitty Pryde, her body right. So that's what's happening here. And this does, if you don't agree, that's cool. It is what it is. I find this to be a very sad moment because in a world where everybody's decrying, death doesn't mean anything anymore to the X-Men, well, like it ever really did. Here's a time where it's like, oh crap. We know that they're eventually going to bring her back. I mean, like nobody's here thinking they're not eventually going to bring her back. But for right now, there's that drama of, oh crap, this is really sad. So, what have you now? So now we go back to Lockheed. Now this was a really cool scene. This was a beautiful scene because Lockheed's just chilling out, he's trying to get better. Because remember, he got hurt by Shaw also. He was practically drowned, and this woman saved him. And boom, he wakes up, and he's actually feeling better. He's feeling good enough to go out and do a little bit of hunting. Goes out, finds a fish, eats half, gives the other half, the tastier half, by the way, to her as like a thank you. I'm sorry. When you treat Lockheed like a kitty cat, because anybody who owns a cat knows that at some point your cat is going to find a way to get a hold of a bird or something to that effect and bring it to you and say, look, I hunt. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about the male cat. I've always kept female cats because I like the ones that are more like taciturn. I don't like the rambunctious, super crazy all the time thing, going around and spraying musk all over the place. Not interested. But what do you call it? With the girl cats, mind you, girls are like the hunters of the cat families, right? At least with lions. What do you call it? A cat is always going to at least at one point bring you something and say, "Look, I hunts. I do the kills for you." Like, "Aw, you're such a good kitty, such a good girl, right?" Bagel's done that for me. Bagel's done that for me. She's awesome sauce. Anyhow, so that's what happens here. I just thought that was the cutest freaking moment. And then flies away like thank you for taking care of me. This is, what I can do to pay you back. And then flies away off into the sunset because at one point they're like, we planned it so good. What do we do? Queen is off the board, and I'm back on my heels. I feel like the day is even darker. Everything they're saying, and basically, um, now our enemies from without and from within smell this faintest whiff of blood. I will hold fast until the winds shift. I need you back, Kate. Oh man. And as she's saying that, that's when like Lockheed gets the whiff and says, "You know what? I need to fly back to, I guess flying to Krakoa, maybe to try and fix something. I don't know what it is, but that is just awesome." So yeah, all of this stuff really freaking cool. Beast is back here talking some more about new defenses for the island. That it's a good thing that this thing with Pyro happened because we were able to catch it. It was such a small, really pedantic threat. We can handle it. Not a big deal. Hey, now we know we need to up our defenses a whole lot more. What we had simply wasn't enough. It sounded good, looked good on paper, but so I dug on that. That was actually really cool. Anyway, yeah. Oh, this next part here, Hush. Are we getting Batman Hush? I don't know, but this next part is Hush. So, all right, cool. Listen, this was freaking awesome. I loved this book. I don't even want to look at that other book anymore. I don't even want to look at that book anymore, man. Oh my God. I don't even know if I want to donate that book. I don't think I want to put any kids through that. I'm joking. Am I joking? Yes, I'm joking. I'm definitely going to donate that book. Anyway, oh my God. So, yeah, Marauders issue 9. Freaking epic, man. Freaking epic. I honestly don't know what to feel about this up and coming Ten of Swords thing, man. Because look, when you see this, like if you guys didn't watch my podcast that I do with Chillmonger, and this is also the second time I had Ernie, the Blurred Without Fear, as a superstar guest on the podcast. And if he wants to keep coming back, we'll keep on having him because he adds a lot to the freaking podcast. But like having this podcast, it gives me a chance to talk with some other people about this stuff and put together a bunch of things. And go and check out the part where we're talking about X of Swords coming up because I was shocked at how good this could potentially be. You look at the idea that Ten of Swords is one of the tarot cards. And we kept on seeing all these tarot images in the Hoxpox books, the House of X, Dawn of 10 books, Power of 10 books. So if all of a sudden we're going to be start doing like all these little events are going to be tarot cards, holy crap, this could be epic. But this literally drops my faith in the series to like this much. If Teenie Howard, if she can't write an original story that actually sounds good, how is she going to be doing this? Like, I almost feel like, like this is going to sound rude. I'm sorry, but is Hickman going to have to hold her hand throughout the entire time? Because I am seriously disappointed by how absolutely terrible that sword is. Man, what do you call it? Silver Space Century talking about Ten of Swords is Hickman's take on Kingdom Hearts. I know it is. You might be right. You might be right. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see what's up. So, does anybody else have any questions about the book going forward, about the books, about anything? Because this is your chance to be interactive with me in this interactive chat. If not, then I'm just gonna bounce because I really am tired. Like I was yawning crazy before this, so I'm saying, but I could go with a 35-minute, chat. I'm good. I'm good with that. Not seeing anything coming through, so I guess that's it. I don't see anybody leaving either, though. So, I know this is off topic, but have you gotten to Shazam? Did I even take Shazam home? What other books do I have? Nope. I didn't even take Shazam home, dude. Didn't even take Shazam home. How many people are actually reading Shazam? You know what? I can actually check that right now. I'm going to do what, instead of everybody, me always asking everybody, hey guys, what's going on? Here, let's look at, what was the most recent one? Wow, interesting. Okay, oops. Shazam number, what was the most recent one? 11? I think it was 11. Review. Really? You gonna pull this nonsense with me and keep on showing me movie stuff? I don't care about the movie stuff. There we go. Number 5. Come on, man. Let's do comic book review. Can I please have the book? Oh, there we go. Oh, did I? Oh, shoot. Did I seriously do like the worst freaking... Yo, my Guardians of the Galaxy review for issue number 11? Did I seriously put this? Okay, I suck. I suck at this, man. Wow, oh my God, that is horrible. Somehow I put some nonsense in there. How is anybody supposed to see what that was? Review, dum dum. Wow, that was terrible. I should be fired for that. This is what I get for being tired when I'm uploading stuff. I put in like the link to something in there. Okay, so maybe it was issue number 10. Like, come on, man, just give me a freaking comic book so I can look at it. There, issue number 10. That was a month ago. Boom. 508 reviews. Wow, that's like right at the cusp, dude. That is right at the cusp. I don't usually like to review comic books that are um thing. Like if it's a Marvel or DC comic book and there's not at least 500 reviews, I usually don't check them. So that like barely made it. Whatever. You know what? I'll probably get it. We'll see what's up. We'll see what's up, and then we'll move on. Um, yeah, I agree. I'm reading following plan to collect Shazam. I'll probably check out Shazam. I'll see what's up. Um, excuse me. Let's see. I should do a podcast with Young Rippa if he wants to. I sent a message. I'm not going to beg him. I don't beg anybody. Um, almost 40 viewers. Cool. Got to get up at 3. Okay, got to read Flash first though. Yeah, I believe that Excalibur is worse than Fallen Angels. Like I said, watching on PS4 uh, and on phone, great video. Thank you, Viclops. Boom. Yes, Scott Fitzgerald, you are late. Curses. Join the future of the book with Aftershock. You write an indie. You are human. How do you think Xavier is the only telepath on Krakoa that knows Moira is there? Technically, Magneto is also a telepath, but like really low level. But technically, I mentioned this earlier, but not sure what you saw. If I saw it, I didn't. But I think Howard isn't a big writer for X of Swords, and people only thought she was because she coined the term X of Swords. It's said that she's going to be co-writing it with him, so I hope you're right. I would love to be wrong. I'm not one of those comic book YouTubers, or I'm not, just whatever. I'm not a person who's afraid to be wrong. I'm cool with being wrong. I'm human. I embrace, saying being wrong. Didn't Corey just say that? Yeah, Corey just said up here. Look, validation. I am human. I don't have the techno-organic virus. But yeah, Don't take long to realize Shaw did it. I don't know. It could be fun. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, if Lockheed is going back there, he hasn't forgotten. Lockheed has not forgotten. And Lockheed's gonna, man, Shaw absorbs physical attacks. You know what I'm saying? But like fire, he can't absorb fire. So that's gonna hurt. Anyway, yeah, I think it's good. How many X people know that Moira is on the island? Oops, wrong one. I can doob. Boop, right there. So yeah, only two really. Technically, Magneto is telepathic, but his helmet blocks it going in. Yes, it'll block it from going out also. Yes. That's why they don't usually do that very often with him. Um, uh, boom. Thanks for the review. You're welcome. Marauders is awesome. Waiting for the Hellions. Yeah, that should be pretty good. Jim Mal Lewis, what's up? Um, I can double check what I meant to put. Sorry. Can you rank your Dawn of X tiles and how you like them? I'm not so great with ranking, but in general, my favorite one has typically been Marauders, then the X-Men, then X-Force, and so on and so forth. So yeah, that. Wolverine only has one issue, so it's hard to really rank that one right now. Anyway, so okay, I'm gonna call that a wrap, and boom, I'm out. So I will catch you guys on the flip side. I'll probably do some more reviews. I'll probably do Shazam. I don't know if I even want to collect it. Like we'll see. I'll probably just what do you call it? Get it on Comixology because I don't really feel like going back out again this weekend. Maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, guys. So that's it. We're out. Cyclops lightsaber. Peace out. Nice. Okay. And yeah, I'll talk to all you guys later. What's Gene reactors line that Emma used her? You know, that is actually a really good point. I think it's hysterical. I actually meant to bring that up. I thought that was actually really hysterical how she decided to use Gene for Pyro. You know what I'm saying? Because often she's willing to use herself, either physically or mentally, because it's like, there's nobody hotter than me. I mean, come on. Do you know how much I paid to look this good, darling? Like that's something that she said before. So for her to use Jean in this instead, it's like, yeah, hands off this one. Ew. I thought that was especially funny. Give us a badass apocalypse book. Hell's yes. Or, for the sake of conversation, let me write a Nightcrawler book. I'm saying. give everybody the opportunity to make fun of me for being a bad writer. How about that? Give me a chance. Give me a shot. Anyway, I'm out. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed. Later, all.